Milwaukee Bucks waived Damian Lillard to make room to sign Myles Turner. How do we feel about this move by the Bucks, and what's next for Dame's future in the league? We'll start with you, Matthew.
I gotta say, I don't know what they're doing. I just think that Dame is just, yes, he tore his Achilles, and we don't know how he is going to be coming back, obviously, with age and stuff. But it's Dame, like, how do you just waive Dame? And then also contract, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but spreading that on their payroll for the next, 5 years, it's like $22 million.
It's a year for the next 5.
Mm-hmm. For the next 5, yeah, exactly.
Nothing, and then you got Myles Turner, which I think he's a phenomenal player, but to really waive one of your second superstar for Myles Turner, I don't agree with that. Myles Turner could be easily used at the Lakers. I'm just going to add that in there. But anyways.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Right now, I really don't. I think Dame is going to find a great place to land coming back from his Achilles injury now. I'm excited to see where he goes because, honestly, he doesn't need too big of a contract either. He can go after the ring now. He doesn't have to worry too much about the money he's going to be getting that spread across 5 years from the Bucks, and he can take a little bit less of a pay just to get on a team that he believes can make a title race. So I think I'm excited to see where he goes. I do think the Bucks didn't make a good decision on that, but they are trying to start a rebuild, so we'll see how they do after that.
I would have to agree. I don't know if they thought this was going to keep Giannis. If you were the best player in the league and you told your franchise, hey, this is it. Either y'all put together a cohesive team or I'm out, and you go fire my second guy. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And then we also got reports saying that he did go recruit Myles Turner. He just didn't know that they was going to fire Dame to get Myles Turner. So he getting bamboozled in the front office. I don't know. I don't think this is going to keep him around. I think it's still a chance that Giannis leaves. And then if he leaves, you got to look at it. You got Kyle Kuzma and Myles Turner as your best guys. That's rough. I don't think you're going to win nothing, even with the Eastern Conference being as big as it is. So I don't know what the Bucks are doing. And I feel like the Bucks don't know what they're doing. Not only do they owe Dame money, I think they owe the last coach that they just got rid of, Griffin. I think they owe him money as well. So they just owe a whole bunch of people money. That's never good in any situation, basketball or real life. So it's I don't know what the Bucks doing. If they try to rebuild, they're not doing it right. You gotta just rebuild. I feel like they try to do a in between rebuild, and that don't ever go right. But as far as Dame, this is good for Dame because I feel like Dame never fit over there in Milwaukee. And I feel like he got a lot of the blame for not fitting in Milwaukee, where I don't think it was just his fault. I feel like there's other factors that went into why the duo didn't work. And just like Matt said, he can go somewhere on a smaller contract on the cheap and win the ring. And that's all he wanted. Once he left, he was like, I just want to get a ring at this point because I already did the loyalty thing. It's time for me to go get a ring. So he can go somewhere to get a ring. He can even go to OKC if he wanted. You feel me? You just give me the league minimum, and I'll hoop over here. He getting paid, so I know he's not worried about that. So I'm interested to see where he goes. You feel me? And that'd be crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, right?
That would be the biggest ring chasing in history.
Yeah, that's up there with Karl Malone and Gary Payton. That's kind of that type nasty. I'm not gonna lie. That's
like KD to the Warriors.
Yeah, almost. It's almost that bad.
You gotta do it sometimes, though. He's getting to the age. You need a ring.
Yeah, Shaq went to the Celtics. You know what I mean?
Chris Paul too.
Chris Paul too. See that too. Maybe the Bucks can go get Chris Paul. We don't even know. They don't even got a guard. So I feel like for Dame, this is good for Dame. And I know how it looked, but I feel like this is actually good for Dame because he's going to be able to put himself in a better situation. He got traded to Milwaukee. I know that's the best place that was available for him to get a trade, but now he's an actual free agent, so he can actually go somewhere he want to go. And then for the Bucks, I knew it was going to go downhill once they hired Doc Rivers. So this is not a surprise. It's not a surprise to me at all.